Hello and welcome back to SIBO Mistakes. This is the series where I talk about the biggest mistakes that SIBO sufferers make, and they are keeping you stuck. These are the things that are going to let SIBO come back to haunt you again and again and again, and they are going to keep you with symptoms like bloating, abdominal pain, cramping, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, and mixed bowel patterns. If you want to be rid of those symptoms anytime in the near future, this is a very important series for you to pay attention to. Now, the title of today's video might have caught some of you off guard because this is talked about a lot in the forums and the Reddit threads, and there is a little nugget of truth in that messaging. But I see people use this tool completely wrong, and that is intermittent fasting and, more broadly, meal spacing. Here's what usually happens. You have a person who is newly diagnosed with SIBO, and they are told, nope, you can't do that anymore. You need to do this new thing. And the thing is that there's zero or very, very little nutritional counseling and adaptive counseling that goes around that change. So you take a person who's eating 6 small meals a day, and now you tell them that they have to do intermittent fasting. Well, what if they don't know that they have to make their existing meals a lot bigger? Or what if they can't do that? What if they really don't have like the stomach size or the capacity or their metabolism to eat 2 enormous meals? What oftentimes will happen is that the person will start to decrease their calories overall. And we start getting into this loop of malnutrition. And now things get much, much worse. So you take somebody who is eating 6 small meals a day, you wag a finger at them and tell them that's wrong. You can't do that. And now they start eating 2 or 3 small meals a day. And now their calories are drastically cut. Or you take a person who is eating 3 square meals a day, you tell them, nope, you can't do that. You have to do IF. And now they eat 2 normal sized meals and they just omit the third. And now a major source of their calories goes by the wayside and they start losing weight unintentionally. They start having vitamin and mineral deficiencies. They start to have bowel changes and brain changes as a consequence of what's happening. And they don't understand why they're feeling worse and worse. Oh, it's the SIBO. It's because the SIBO is that bad. It's because the SIBO is really stubborn. That's what they're told. When in actuality, they have dug themselves a deeper hole doing this treatment that was recommended to them. If you are going to do intermittent fasting or meal spacing at all for your SIBO journey, I highly, highly, highly recommend, no, mandate, you have to work with a registered dietitian and you have to do actual nutrition tracking. Bust out that smartphone, get Chronometer fired up, and start tracking your dang calories. I guarantee you, if you're dropping weight unintentionally and you're trying to do meal spacing for the sake of SIBO, I guarantee you it's not because of malabsorption. It is because you're not eating enough food. Now, if you are a person who is genuinely capable of eating 2 large meals a day, and that feels good for you, and you're able to get enough calories, you're able to maintain your weight and not have vitamin and mineral deficiencies, and your blood sugar is stable, and your sleep is still good, and you think that that is maintainable for you, you could certainly experiment with that if you see fit. But that is a very small part of this population. Most people are going to find that they start dropping calories and it's unsustainable, or it starts screwing with their hormones or their stress or their sleep. And it is simply not doable for them to do this for an extended period of time. If that's the case, if you find that intermittent fasting or meal spacing is messing with your hormones or your blood sugar or your nutrition to that degree, you would actually be better off eating more meals per day and promoting migrating motor complex and motility in a different way. So, for example, prokinetics, I talked about in a previous video, but also you could pay more attention to mental health and stress and things like vagal tone, which are also going to favorably impact motility and migrating motor complex function. So intermittent fasting and meal spacing is not the end all be all, and it's not the thing that gave you SIBO. It's simply one of many things that you can leverage if you are able to tolerate that as a treatment. And again, I stress the vast majority of people watching this video cannot tolerate intermittent fasting to the degree that they think they can, and they'd be better off eating 3 square meals a day. And look, I get it. This is a lot to digest. Pun totally 100% intended, by the way. This is a lot. You have been led to believe a lot of things that are probably false. Let's just be frank about it. And now it's like we're in the Matrix movie and I'm giving you the choice of the red pill or the blue pill. And I hope that you come and join me on this side of the internet, on this side of the SIBO universe, because frankly, I get results. I hear other practitioners talk about how SIBO is so hard to treat and you need to do this diet forever. And some people just always need antimicrobials. And this is a high relapse condition. And I think that they're full of malarkey. SIBO is not hard to treat when you understand the basic tenets of human health and what it takes to make a human being healthy again. And you know how to coach people and give them advice and not break the bank doing it. So if any of this resonates, if you want something different, if you know that you need something different and you're looking for that transformation that you've been dreaming of, I really hope that I get to see you in FODMAP Freedom in the future. FODMAP Freedom is my group coaching program, and I walk you through all of these SIBO mistakes and then some. But at the end of the day, my goal in FODMAP Freedom is to teach you how to build a healthy, strong, resilient, SIBO-proof, Candida-proof, dysbiosis-proof, leaky gut-proof body and gut. And again, in doing so, we could treat, we could do it holistically, we could do so gently, and we could save your sanity and save your pocketbook in the process. I would be delighted and honored if you would consider joining me and my team in FODMAP Freedom. I know I can help you if you have the symptoms that I talked about in this video, and I just really hope that you will consider joining us in the near future.